We're live, man.
Man, can you believe that, Billy? We already got a roll tide over here on YouTube.
That
Come on, man. Roll tide. Oh, man. What's going on, Facebook? What's up, YouTubes? What else we got? Twitter and
hmm
volunteerroadshow.com. If y'all haven't signed up for the free profile on volunteerroadshow.com, y'all need to right now because I'm going to draw a winner for a $25 gift certificate for hound dogs at the end of the show. That just come off the top of my head. I didn't even get permission, but I know Jesse will honor it because he's been giving us a whole bunch of gift certificates. And I hope Dwayne RTR signs up so I can send him one for his son because his son's a Tennessee fan.
Hey, that'd be great. I mean, I'm quite sure Sean would get. He would probably let us do one of the paintings.
Yeah, yeah, he might. We need to ask him about that. I need to set my uh, camera up a little bit. Well, anyway, what's going on? Let me give some shout outs over here on YouTube's. We got Dwayne RTR, one of my favorite Alabama fans. He is my favorite Alabama fan. Not including Law Tide because he's got a son, Tennessee fan. He must have. He's the smart person, smart one in the family. We got Ricky Williams. We got Michael Tarleton. Remember Michael Tarleton? That's my fishing buddy, Billy. Remember I telling you about him?
Yes, I do. When we going fishing, man?
I don't know. He's my fishing buddy. And get this, we ain't ever been fishing together. But he's my fishing buddy. See, I fish vicariously through Michael Tarleton because he's always posting these big old chest stinking crappie and big old bass up on his Facebook. So I kind of fish through him. So when Michael Tarleton catches a fish, Catfish catches a fish. That's the way I look at it.
See, Luke said my audio is a little bit distorted. Hey, Luke, how's it sound right now, man?
What's the audio sound like over here on YouTube? Because
Yeah,
sometimes Luke can be a little funny. Is it distorted?
yeah. Let me know how do I sound, guys? Because I'm working with a new microphone today, and hopefully it's a lot cleaner. I'm trying to change things and make the sound better. So
Got Killer Mime in the house.
killer mine.
Great Georgia fan. Michael Tarleton says I can be the net man. No, if we actually go fishing, you're going to be the net man because I'm actually going to be fishing. We got Ricky Williams over here says it sounds good, so we're going to roll with it. Who's
Okay.
over there on Facebook?
Let's see who we got over here. Of course, we got Luke in here, man. Hey, this is the first time Luke jumped up that quick, man. But normally it's David comes in quick. But hey, you got Luke over here. Jason Upton. What's going on, Jason, man? I got to get with you soon, man. I mean, start get those things rolling, man. So help me make some money. He's trying to help me make money, Bobby. So he's been helping. Hey, we got who else here? We got Wanda Jenkins Cross at Go Vols. Let's see.
Ricky Williams says we need to be louder. Do we both need to be louder, or just me, or just Billy? Who needs to be louder? Because we want to make sure we put on a good show, don't we, Billy?
Let's see. Tracy Renner said it's better. Jason Upson says sounds fine. Hey, well that's what I want to hear, man. Like, do I need to jump up and shout, or do I need to go a little bit lower? But hey, I can talk as loud. Let's see. I can go Vols.
Go Vols. All right. Well, everybody on YouTube says it sounds good, so it must be a bad connection. Hey, you know what I want to talk about?
What's up?
I stopped, got me a little lunch today. Actually, I just had something to drink. Wasn't eating yet, but I stopped for my lunch break. I was going through Facebook. Now, you need to sit down for this. I'm gonna bring this up, and I don't know if anybody can see it because I didn't send you the. Ricky Williams says Billy needs to be a little bit louder. Turn the mic auxiliary up a little bit on you. That should bring you up a little bit louder. But anyway, I found a list of somebody. Let's see if I can find it. Of Fox Sports. Supposed to be into sports. The last I checked, Fox Sports, they're supposed to have some people that know what they're talking about. They posted their top 10 list of all time boxers. Now, I don't know how they're defining boxers. I don't know if it's the real definition boxing or the best knockout artist or the hardest hitting, the biggest jaw, but it says all time boxers. And they got number one. Now I'm going to start with number 10 because y'all going to flip out. Number 10, they have Julio Cesar Chavez. Now, that joker, that Mexican right there, you could hit him upside the head with a baseball bat and knock him out. You couldn't knock him out with a baseball bat. He had a chin. Oscar De La Hoya, he was soft, but he had some hands. Archie Moore is number 8. Joe Louis, number 7. Bernard Hopkins, now he was a street fighter there. Bernard Hopkins, number 6. Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali, number 4.
What?
Carlos Monzon, number 3. Manny Pacquiao, number 2.
Oh God.
And Floyd Mayweather, number 1. You know, all my sports heroes, Billy, don't get any respect. Nobody's talking about Magic. Nobody's been talking about my NASCAR driver. And where in the world is Mike Tyson and Sugar Ray Leonard?
What the heck? Who made that list?
Fox Sports.
Oh man, I think they did that. That had to be clickbait there, Bobby.
Hey, the white boy of the group's got to bring Rocky Marciano out their ass. Remember coming to America?
Oh
Where's
man,
Rocky Marciano? Rocky Marciano.
Every time somebody got to always bring it.
F you, and F you.
I mean, hey man, because that list of man, come on man, you got Ali at number 3. Come on, man.
No, number 4.
Oh Lord, man, they don't even have a Mike Tyson in the top. Lennox Lewis, Holyfield. Come on, come on,
George
man.
Foreman.
I mean, oh my.
This has got to
God.
be Photoshop. It has Fox Sports on it. I'll show you.
You sure Sean Johnson didn't make that list?
I don't know, but I can't. You can't see it. Let me see. See up in the top corner, it says Fox on it.
I see it. Wow, 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 man. Yeah, they need to. Whoever wrote that, they probably gonna have to fire him, or they're gonna basically say you did a good job of getting a lot of people to click on this list.
Yeah. Well, hey, Sugar Ray Leonard won the belt in 5 different weight classes. Not 2, not 3, 5. He was a boxer. And Holyfield, I think, now I don't know what you think. I think Holyfield was a better boxer than Mike Tyson.
Oh, that's why Mike Tyson bit his ear. He was kicking his butt boxing.
He didn't have that one punch like Mike did. But I'm talking about a boxer.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Oh man, hey, Sean J just said, "Wait a minute." he heard us say he made that list. Yeah, that list is over. That list is way out of control, man. There's no way that. I mean, I guess Floyd has done his thing to stay undefeated, but man, there are some guys back in the day would have given him run for his money, man.
I'm gonna throw another name out there at you. Hey, I'm a white boy, but I know boxing. Roy Jones Jr.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man.
Why ain't he on that list?
Gosh, I mean, that's why I said whoever made that list don't know boxing. I guarantee you, whoever made that list probably says UFC is the best fighting ever.
Hey, that's another one. I was watching something about the greatest MMA fighters of all time. And I said, they were going through like the top 10. And I kept thinking, well, where's my boy? Where's my Russian boy? Remember back in the day, you didn't want to mess with him. It was that Russian Emelianenko or something. I remember that boy, that Russian guy that worked out by slinging tires and sledgehammers. Do you remember who I'm talking about? What's his name? I got to look him up. Y'all, you know who I'm talking about.
I don't know. Hey, see, Sean asked who was first. They had Floyd Mayweather being number one.
Yep, Floyd. All Floyd did was just dance around and jab you in defense.
Oh, make sure he didn't get hit. But he had a great plan, man.
You know who I'm talking about.
I don't.
Fedor Emelianenko. Let me show you a picture of him. You know who I'm talking about.
Man, I thought you was about to say Drago from from Rocky.
Fedor. No, this is MMA. Where's he at? Okay, here he is. I know you've seen this guy. Let me get the lighting right. Let the lighting. Well, I can.
You back it up just a little bit there. Yeah, we
Well,
can't see it.
it's too bright.
Yeah, it's too bright.
Well, that's who it is. Fedor. I'm gonna tell you something. That Joker was. I wouldn't want to fight him.
Hey, Justin
But
Tucker said, "What about Joe Frazier?"
yeah, Joe Frazier should have been on that list.
Should have been there.
This has got to be a scam. Got to
Yeah,
be a
well,
scam.
I'm telling you what it is. It's clickbait, Bobby. It's clickbait, man.
Well, somebody put Fox Sports in the top corner.
No, that's what they did that to get people to click on it, and it worked.
Well, I'm gonna Google Fox Sports, and let's just see if it real is real. Fox
And see if
Sports,
it's really fake or is it real or not.
yeah, all time greatest boxers. Let's see.
Rocky Marciano.
That was the best part of that movie. That's my favorite part of that movie.
What do you say? He beat Joe Louis?
All right, now this is what I'm talking about right here. All right, now we're talking. This is from 2017. Here's
Okay.
their top 10. Julio Cesar Chavez,
Okay.
Pernell Whitaker. I forgot about him.
Ooh.
Joe Frazier,
Okay.
George Foreman,
Okay.
Roy Jones Jr. I knew he had to be on the list. Roberto Duran. So if Roberto Duran's on this list, he said no Moss to Sugar Ray Leonard. So you know Sugar Ray's on this list. Tommy Hearns, how could we forget him? Marvin Hagler.
Oh wow, I forgot about Marvin, man.
I remember back in the mid '80s when Marvin and Sugar Ray fought and Sugar Ray beat him. Out there we go, Sugar Ray Leonard, and then Muhammad Ali.
I mean,
That's all Fox Sports website. So that I'm gonna call bull crap on that image, that meme.
Yeah, you had me psyched out with that one. I mean, I mean, and it's probably some, he was brand new. He's probably like 23 years old, and he's like, okay.
Some intern. You got to watch them interns.
You throwing jabs out there, Bobby?
Yeah, I'm throwing jabs out there.
He gonna get you.
He knows who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna name any names, but you got to watch them interns. Yeah, I forgot about Hagler and Hearns.
God, man, I forgot about it.
What about Spinks? He could fight.
Man, hey, Lennox Lewis.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't think Lennox Lewis had a long enough career.
Man,
and I don't know why. I don't know why Holyfield's not on. I want to know what their definition was of boxer.
I guess you can say it that way, but it was some great boxers too, though.
Yep. Got Smokey Payton in the house over here on YouTube. Holmes. Forgot about Thomas Hitman Hearns is on there.
So it's a bunch of forgotten names, man.
Killer Mime says his mama call him Clay. I call him Clay.
So Sean said his aunt Kathy is with Lonnie Ali right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's really Sean, them they're really cool with the Ali family.
Yeah, they're all from Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna read through some of these comments. Joe Frazier has to be in the top 10. Killamine says Ali number one. Matt Dummett.
His mama called him.
Remember that part? I'm gonna call in Clay.
Uh-huh.
And then what Arsenio Hall's character said was something about Muhammad Ali.
I remember that. David Newcomb, he's in. He said, "What's up, fellas? What's up, David?"
We're talking about the greatest boxers of all time. I think we got scammed on this list, and then when I looked up Fox
Yeah.
Sports, it had a more credible list.
Yeah, man, it was a crazy list there. How you gonna come up? They gonna say they didn't even have. I had Ali at number 4 as greatest all time. But come on,
Nah,
man, that's when I.
come
As soon
on,
as you
man.
told me that, that's when I lost it right there, man. Man, sure. I see. Hey, my man, my boy Leonard Little on here watching us, dude.
We
What's
need to get Leonard Little on the show. I bet Leonard
hey
Little could box.
man? He looked like a boxer.
Yeah, he does.
Sure, freak nature, man. That
He look
man
he looked
there.
like Marvin Hagler.
Man, you talking about 6'4", 6'5", man? Hey, with no body fat.
I'd box Leonard Little with two baseball bats.
Hey, you can have it. I want him in box head, man. Well, that's what we call him. We used to call Leonard Little Head.
I'm gonna bust his chops a little bit. He was showing out, going out there to the coin toss. I remember one game he had his jersey up a little bit where everybody could see his six pack. Remember that? Showing out.
Hey, you know, all of us try to do that, but everybody couldn't do that. So here, let me tell you, hey. And so they used to make our jersey. We didn't have them like automatically cut to the belt line. We had to always tuck them in because they were so long. In fact, I'll show you one of my jerseys next time you can how long it was. So we used to tape them up and tuck them and have them right where the belt line was at. Well, Leonard used to have his right
Way up.
where the shoulder pads was at. So me, I ain't had no 6 pack. I just had a pack. So I used to have mine like right a little bit, a quarter inch above the waistline right there. Where they can barely see my belly button. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't want to show off like that. You know what I'm saying? Leonard, they were showing out. I just show off. They showed out.
Well, Leonard Little, I'm glad you're watching this. Hey, if I had 6 packs like that, I'd be going around. I'd be going to Walmart without a shirt on. I can tell you that much.
Man, Bobby, hey, I don't need that. I go to Walmart right now. And when they see this twisted steel with nothing but sex appeal, they gonna be like, "Hey, I see why they call you Big Bill."
Hey, I got 6 pack. It looked like it been built by 6 packs. 6 pack every night.
Hey, I keep my kid on point, man.
Oh, glad to have you in here, Leonard Little. Great,
Most
great
definitely.
VFL. Great VFL. Herbert Bradford's in here, said Sugar Ray. Yep, Sugar Ray Leonard was ranked number 2. Do you think Floyd will ever come back?
Who?
Mayweather. Do you think he's done for
I
good?
mean, for the right amount of money, he will most definitely, man. I mean, right now, I don't think he even won't even touch his legacy right now. It's gonna have to be the right fight and for the right price. Floyd is a businessman first.
Yep. And if I had his money, I'd burn mine, wouldn't you?
Hey, I'm with you there, Bobby. 'Cause I don't have none to burn, so we might.
What's that saying? I'm so broke I can't even pay attention. That's me.
Let's see. Justin Tucker said Leonard would snap the bats and beat you with them. David said he's one of the greatest VFLs. Number one, most definitely, man. Hey, Leonard was a beast, man. I mean, I'm
Oh
telling you
man.
guys, man. When I first saw Leonard on the field, man, and And I told you guys about that story when they moved me to D line from linebacker. Coach Foreman gave me that speech about being one of the best 11 defensive players that they had you on the field, but they moved me to defensive end, and I'm thinking, okay, cool, but little did I knew I was behind Leonard Little, so I'm like, how am I gonna be one of the best 11 when I'm behind number one? But they made it work back then, man. We had so many different packages in it. They made sure I got on the field, and they did it right. But
Yeah, I remember
Coach,
you was telling you when you had Bill Duff on the show, you was talking about that. Got to
hmm
have the best 11 on the field, and you're thinking, wait a minute, that's where Leonard Little plays. How am I going to be on the field?
if you playing behind Leonard Little, that's just like being the second string quarterback. You ain't getting on the field. The man never got tired, and if he was tired, he was still in there. And if he was tired, he was still better than most offensive linemen at their freshest.
Hey, the all-time greatest memory of number one, Leonard Little. Remember when he popped that Auburn player and he just stood over him?
Oh
You
man,
remember that? That's classic Leonard Little right there.
yeah,
I
that's
mean, you get a
probably.
penalty today doing that though.
Oh yeah, man, that's still probably one of my favorite photo shots of him, action shots of him ever, man. I got to get that action shot to put it in my room because that one right there is a classic one there.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, classic, classic. Well, who do you think if y'all had some gloves and a ring, and who would be the best boxers on the team?
Best boxers. Let's see here.
You already said Fred Weary would be the best sumo wrestler.
If I was to say best boxers for pound for pound, I would probably go with I would take head. I'll take head first, and
Did
go.
he did he have did he have the hand speed?
I mean, you playing D line, you got to have the hand speed.
Yeah.
And next, I would probably go with. Let's see, I would go with Corey Terry.
Really?
Yeah, Corey Terry had that old school, them long arms, man, that long reach, man, them big hands. You get his hands on you, it's over.
Hmm.
And the next, I'll probably go with number three. I would say Ray Knox Thompson.
Oh yeah, Ray knocked your head off Thompson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just, and I'm saying that because of body styles. Because, had that slim body style with that long reach. You know, now, now if you want to go with heavyweight boxing and you say one,
Yeah, give me a heavyweight. That was
heavy,
middleweight. Give me heavyweight.
let's see, number three, I'm gonna probably go with Darwin Walker.
Really?
Darwin Walker, hey man, good feet. You know what
You
I'm saying?
don't think he was too big? Because you can be
No,
too big.
no, I mean he was the muscles, but being able to like have that flexibility, arm reach. I mean, you had to be smart with it. So I'm gonna say Darwin at number three. Number two, I'm gonna say Jeff Coleman.
I could see that.
Jeff Coleman
I
he
could
was a
see
he was a
JC.
tweener, man. He was sneaky with it, man. You never knew it when it was coming. He had that, I would say, he had that quick jab. And number one, I mean, that's an easy pick right there. Heavyweight. I'm about to say, Billy Ratliff, man.
I wonder how. I wonder about what about Hainsworth and John Henderson? Do you
They
think that
they they, they were too
they'd,
big, man. That was too big, man.
they'd be give out after the first
I
round?
mean, when now I would say, once they became juniors, I'll probably say they had the wind to stay in there because now that the endurance was there. But that from first 2 years, I mean, they were still learning it. But I would probably say they wouldn't have made it past the second, third round because that endurance, man.
I wonder why they don't. They have collegiate wrestling and they've got Olympic boxing. Why don't they have collegiate boxing?
I'm not sure. I never even thought about that. Sean over here joking already. He said I'd knock Billy's ass out for hey, only thing you is gonna beat me at is eating my hot dogs out the refrigerator.
I bet he could. I bet he could. If y'all were to go into a chicken wing eating
Oh
contest, I
man,
think he'd clean your clock.
Bobby, I wouldn't even if put it like this: if we had to have a chicken wing eating contest, and the odds was against let's say because he'd be the newest one in there, and of course they're gonna be 5,000 to 1 odds of Sean Johnson because it's gonna be a long shot because they like we never heard of this kid. But me, I'm gonna put every penny I have on Sean Johnson, and plus your money, we're gonna put it in with him so we can retire off Sean Johnson. Because
Hey,
when this man go eating wings, Bobby, mm-mm-mm. I'm
I'm gonna
telling
tell you
you.
where Sean would slip up. I'm gonna tell you where he slips up because this is how they do them eating contests. They weigh wings and then they weigh what's left. He would spend too much time getting that last little piece of meat off the bone, and the other them little Chinese dudes would have him eat circles around him because they ain't wasting all that time.
Oh, yeah.
That's where
See,
Sean Johnson would lose.
no, see, and thing about that, it's a contest. So if he knows it's a contest and it's eating, he ain't gonna waste time. He'll talk about the meat he left after this contest. So he'll go and put away about 50, 60 wings real quick. Now, now,
And
see,
then he'd be asking after the contest is over, hey, say them bows for me now for
oh,
afterward.
oh, that's what he gonna tell you now. He gonna say, hey, I didn't finish my wings. I put that to the side. I want to clean that off so I don't waste none of that meat.
Oh, he was giving me hell about that picture I sent to him about that chicken I ate. I ate a half a chicken and I thought I did good. And he said, man, you left too much on the bone.
I'm telling you, man, Bobby, if you just only knew, man, you got to see this in action one time, man.
Oh, I've seen it at the tap house. I've
Yeah,
seen it.
that what.
He puts that chicken in his in the ones with the flat ones.
Yeah.
I can't eat them because they take too much. Boy, he just puts it in his mouth
Oh,
and he pulls out bone and ain't nothing left but bone.
Bobby, I'm telling you, man, I've never seen nothing like that before in my life,
Mm-mm.
man. Never in my life, man. I mean,
I hadn't either.
man, it almost like he put it in his mouth, and it almost like he don't have no teeth in his mouth, like he gnawing on the bone, like. And when
And
he
then
put that in there and he pull it out, Bobby,
ain't nothing left but bone.
hey, it ain't just bone, guys. It's like it's the marrow. It's like the bone just dries up, like a vampire just suck the blood out your body.
And then when he's sitting there, he's got that stance. He's got a wide stance with his leg, and he's got his elbows out. I mean, he's serious. He mean business when he's eating wings. He'd probably growl at you if you got near his chicken wings, wouldn't he? Would he bite your hand?
Hey, he sure gonna get you, Bobby.
That's all right. That's my boy there. He knows I'm messing with
Oh man, he said I seriously can't stand y'all. He said y'all done yet?
him. Hey, that's what he gets for not being on the show. He texted me, said, I can't be on the show today. I'll get you next week. And I said, me and Billy going, well, we got you back, bro.
Oh man, oh gosh, that's too funny, man.
But Sean will be on the show next Saturday, won't he, Billy? He's going. He already told me he's going to put me on the hot seat. I'm already dreading this.
Oh,
I'm
he
dreading.
already over here on. Let's see. I just think he said so. He said, what did he say? He said, catfish always talking about somebody weight with his big ass.
That's all right. Hey, I wear it good. I wear it well.
Oh gosh, you guys are too funny, man.
Hey, I wasn't a linebacker that looks like a defensive tackle. I never was a linebacker. I was always a defensive tackle.
Well, I can't say that, man. I mean, I thought I'm fat right now, man. I mean,
Me too.
but I'm pretty hot and tight.
Yep. How much you weight you lost this week?
I'm down probably about 15 in past two
Come
weeks.
on, tell the truth now.
Seriously,
15 what? 15 grams or pounds?
pounds, man. Hey, when I'm serious about it, I can get it off, everybody.
What have you done?
Let's see. It's abstract, so I can't really explain it.
Abstract. Now you sound like Sean Johnson.
No, man. I just went to protein and pretty much low carbs. Nothing crazy. No sugar. No
Yeah.
bread. No potatoes. Just straight meat and vegetables.
I don't know how much I lost. I lose, I don't know, 7, 8, 10 pounds every night when I take my clothes off. But that's the only thing I know about that I lose. I just can't, man. This job, man, it's hard. I've got to make myself get out and walk. I park the furthest away from the truck stop that I can. So I have to walk my fat butt all the way into the truck stop, get them extra steps in. But I don't eat carbs. I very rarely eat carbs. I wonder what them bangs are doing. Do you think they don't have sugar in them, do they?
It says zero sugar, man, but they taste so good, though.
How can they taste so good and not be bad for you?
Yeah, it tastes so good, man. I'm like, this. How is this sugar free when it tastes like that?
Yeah. That what was the one I sent you last night? Man, that's the best grape they got.
What
Uh
was the sour head?
no, I sent it to you. What
Let's
was it?
see.
I done thrown it away.
I'll tell you what it is. Let's see. Oh, the
Bangster
bank.
Bang.
The bankster
Bangster
berry. Yeah,
Berry.
that one's pretty good. Yeah, I like that
It
one
is
too.
good.
I like that one too. But I'm telling you, when you find the one I told you, it's gonna set all that apart.
Well, you
The-
need if you see it, you need to buy us a bunch
Oh,
of them.
I'm most definitely. I mean, I think I'm gonna go online and see if I can find and just have them shipped so I can have it for you next time you're here.
I like the lemon drop. That one's pretty good.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. Like I'm telling you, I've yet to find it again, but once I find it, you see what I'm talking about.
You just can't beat grape though, man. Grape is my favorite. It's my favorite jelly bean. I wish they made grape gummy bears, but they don't. It's my favorite jelly bean. It's my favorite Kool Aid. It's my favorite Fanta. I love grape flavor, and that purple haze is pretty good, but I think that Bangster berry's better. That's just my opinion.
Man, the purple haze is it's automatic hand down. It goes with everything.
Yeah.
The name just sounds good.
Well, what else have we got? Anybody over there in the chat? Is Sean J still yapping, or is he gone?
Let's see here. Who's over here? Jason up here asking about the Sean's paintings. Hey, yeah, well, just go check Sean J. SeanJohnsonArt.com.
Yep.
Let's see. Jordan said, I need that shirt, Billy. I love it. Hey, Hound Dogs. That's where I got it from, the 865 life.
Hmm.
They have all, and that's what I got to go. I got to get a new shirt. I didn't get to go last time. Bobby had one up there, and I was actually cooking, so I couldn't leave my grill and burn my meat. So I'm about to go up there and
Hey, I picked you out some good hats
oh
though.
yeah, those are perfect. Just I can't believe you didn't get that orange one for me though.
I'm telling you, I'm not lying to you. On my granny's grave, this was the only one like this I saw.
I got to have it though. I'm about to get them to order that one for me. Well, you said
M,
you ain't gonna want it, so I'll take that
I'm
one
gonna
for
give
you.
it to you. Yeah. MM says grape bubble gum is the bomb. You know what else is the bomb? Do you remember back when you as a kid you had the Big League Chew and they came out they had original forever and then they came out with a great Big League Chew, the little shredded stuff
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
pouch. Oh man, I could eat a pack of that in one time.
David said that this air fryer will help you eat better, Bobby C.
I need to put it on my truck. Hey, I got a skillet. I cook on this truck now. I don't just eat McDonald's. I rarely eat out. I got a refrigerator over here full of. Let me show you something. You think I'm kidding? Look, there's 2 New York strips right there.
Hey, those would be perfect in the air fryer, boy.
That's going on the grill.
I'm telling you, once you get that air fryer, you see what I'm talking about. It's pretty. I mean, because it's less messy too.
Well, see, Sean J told me that he cooks his wings with an air fryer.
Mm-hmm.
Catfish is going to start having some wings on the truck. If you can really do that, what
You
he
can.
did on his
Mm,
Facebook with
There
an
is.
fryer,
That's pretty much there's nothing you can't cook in an air fryer, man. It's pretty neat, man. Like I had one a while ago, and it was the best one I ever had. I mean, it was big. but I had to send it back because the digital part went out, and I sent it back to Amazon, and they discontinued it,
Mm.
so I couldn't get it. And I haven't found one that I actually like. You know, what I mean,
Well,
I know
try
it's.
this one out. David said he's giving me one. Try it out. Figure it out. Give me some recipes. Where does the grease go?
I mean, it'd be at the bottom of it. It just
Is it hard to clean?
no. It's the easiest thing to clean. I mean, like very easy. And then of course, if you want to, you can always at the bottom of it. If it's not one that has like the holes that flow through, just put you some aluminum foil at the bottom of it, and the grease train on that. Just throw that away.
Well, see, Sean told me that he don't put any seasoning on it at all when he's cooking it. He does that
Man,
after he's cooked it.
who told me? Man,
Do you think he's trying to steer me wrong on that? I swear I promise that's what I thought he told me.
now I can't see Sean not putting no season on anything.
Well, he had some. I'll show you. Hold on just a second.
I mean,
It was on his Facebook. He said he made with that
I
Sean
mean,
Johnson.
now I know if Sean cooking anything, he
He
got
said he cooked it in air fryer.
he got some herbs and spices somewhere.
Yeah, he said he puts it on after he cooks it. The
Yeah,
lemon, he had lemon pepper.
I have to see it to believe it.
You can't see it because the dang thing is too bright. Look
uh,
at Sean Johnson's Facebook page.
Bobby, I know Sean Johnson.
He's got honey barbecue too. I'm not big
Mm.
barbecue wings. I like more dry rub. I don't like sticky stuff on my finger. And if you think you're eating chicken wings and it ain't got a bone in it, you just eating chicken McNuggets. That ain't chicken wings.
So chicken McNuggets.
That's another pet peeve. They ask you, I'd say I want 20 wings. She wants bone in or
Oh.
boneless. I said, well, boneless ain't chicken wings. It's got to have a bone in it. It tastes better.
Oh man, see, Justin Tucker said air fry and Instapot is the way to go. What is that? Oh, is it saying
Oh,
the
I've got
Instapot?
an Instapot on this truck. I make pork roasts, all kinds of stuff on the truck. Yep, I got the small one. That Instapot, you can cook anything in that thing like that.
Hmm.
I can cook a 5 pound, 4 pound, 3 pound pork roast in 2.5 hours, and it falls apart. You
Yeah.
need to get an Instapot if you ain't got one.
Hmm. I need to think about it. I need to check that out. I haven't used Instapot in forever, man. I mean, my mom used to have it, like, do some.
It's just a electric pressure cooker is all it is.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. That's exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah, I love cooking. I love cooking. When we gonna have this cook off? Well, I already got Jarvis Rito lined up to be the judge between you and Sean J. So John J, we need to have this in K Town in Knoxville, where we can have an unbiased judge because he thinks I'm going to side with you if I judge. So he wanted a third party to judge, and I'll get Rito to judge it.
Boy, he knows. He just trying to get some. I guess that's his clickbait.
I don't know what he told me he was going to do. I don't know. That's going to be hard to beat.
Bobby,
I can't tell you. I've been sworn to secrecy. But what if he does what he told me he was going to do on the phone? I don't think you can beat him, man.
Bobby, you ever heard of most people when they fighting, and you always have this one person that always talking loud,
You think he's just talking?
and the one that's silent ain't saying nothing. They just chilling, relaxing. And then 30 minutes later, that one that was talking loud ain't talking that loud no more.
I
Because the
don't know.
silent assassin has put him
he
to
he
sleep.
told he told me how he's going to cook it. He told me how it's going to look because we're judging not just on taste, we're judging on looks too.
Mm-hmm. Well, here, I'm going to tell you like this. When I cook this and put it together, I ain't going to put no bow tie and no ribbon on it to make it look cute now. Because once you see it, and then once you touched it, oh God, it's gonna be no holds bars, Bobby. I mean, it's gonna be a no contest. It's gonna be so good where people gonna be like, "Where you buy that at, Billy?" I buy it. I made it, man.
Hey, if we was having a rib cook off, y'all nobody could touch me.
Who?
If we were doing a
Who is
rib cook
who is
off,
me?
me, I would. There ain't no way you could hang with me on cooking ribs. If you saw, and I'm telling you, don't judge a book by its cover.
Bobby,
I'm telling you,
I have yet to let you guys taste the real deal yet. I've been giving y'all snippets because
no, 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 no,
you
no,
know,
no, 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 no.
you always got to save your best for last, Bobby. I
Hey, I built my smoker, and I can smoke 50 racks of ribs on my smoker. I built it.
well, where is smoker at then? We need to get this smoker down.
If it's one of them things you build and you don't ever move it, you move, you just have to leave it with the house. That's how big it is.
We need to get up out there then, because I
No, we need to build one in Knoxville. This is what I did. I took a 500-gallon propane tank.
mm-hmm.
Okay, I took two of them. I had a whole one. I cut out two big long lids, just cut them out. And then in the bottom, I put a slat all the way across except at the far end. On the other end, I cut the bottom half of the tank out and I butted half of another tank up to that, which was my firebox. And then I put my stack on the firebox in where that smoke and heat had to go underneath that metal grate and then back around and up top. And once you got the heat rolling, you could adjust that heat. And if you
Mm-hmm.
keep it about 275 degrees and you got some good wood and you cook it till the bone is recessed I'm not telling you my secret. No, I ain't telling you no more. We're going to have a
Hey,
cook off.
Bobby, hey, you don't have to tell the secret, man. Hey, the secret. I guess you guys don't forgot who I am, man.
I'm just telling you.
I
And the
can't.
and
I
the rub,
can't wait. I can't wait.
my
I can't wait.
rub that I make myself. That's been handed down from generation to generation in my family's restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And I make my own barbecue sauce.
What's in it, Bobby?
I ain't telling you. If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
See, and that's why I know it's good because you ain't telling me.
I ain't telling you.
So
I'll
you
let you
so
try some.
so
I'll make some at your house, but you got to be outside.
so
I'll
who?
make it, then you can come in, and then you can have it.
So you remember that same person that told you that recipe?
Mm-hmm.
Do you really think that's the recipe?
No.
Hey, he might tell you something. He might be telling you, man, I put chocolate grapes and eggs and everything, and I stuffed the bird with this and that. I put a beer inside of it and chopped some onion. I man, get up out of here. Knowing Sean, he got a needle injecting every vein of the chicken. I know Sean. See, he gonna try to do something different.
Well, if we're basing it on looks, I think Sean's going to give you a run for the money.
Oh yeah, I know, cause he knows how to draw. He's an artiste.
He's probably going to have black pepper kernels in the shape of a T, or something, or have draw out smoky on the side of it, and black pepper and garlic and stuff. I know what he'd do.
I'm just gonna, I'm gonna make my chicken look like a unicorn.
Hey, have you seen where they take what all is it? Is it a is it a turkey and they stuff a is it a duck inside of that and like a chicken and what's that? Where they keep stuffing it with a different something. Have you ever seen that?
That
It
sound like
was on it was on a
uh,
Super Bowl or something, a
uh,
turducken or something like
uh,
that.
turducky.
Yeah,
What is that?
John Madden. They used to do it on the Thanksgiving Day football game. They used to have one out on a smoker. I wonder how long it take to cook that thing.
Oh gosh. And see, Jason Upton said, "Y'all making me hungry."
Oh
Uh,
man. Harold Denton over here on YouTube says, Bobby C, my buddy from Marietta, Georgia, lives in Richmond. Jim has a barbecue business on Facebook, RVA Grilling Style. We need to check that out. Go check out RVA Grilling Style. Herbert Bradford said, when Billy tastes Catfish's ribs, he would scream out a Ric Flair woo and start dancing. That's what I'm talking about.
hey, I hope so, man. Hey, I like that. Hey, if he's doing that, hey, we in the wrong business.
Hey, Killer Mime's on to it too. He says, you got to go with the heavy guy when it comes to cooking. Mm-hmm.
Well, guess who the heavy guy is?
Yeah, but you're taller than me. I look fatter than you, though.
Hey, he said the heavy man. Hey,
I'm
I mean,
260.
I'm 340.
No, you ain't. Oh, man, this has been great. Talking about recruiting over here on Facebook.
Oh man, recruiting has been huge for the
What's
Vols,
this
man.
about this defensive tackle we got today? What's going on with him?
I'm not sure, Bobby. Hey, I don't told you about recruiting, man.
I'm the same way. That's why I don't remember who it is, but everybody's talking about it over here on YouTube. A
I
four
think where
star
he's
from
from.
Baltimore.
Yeah, I think he's from Baltimore. The big kid, man. I hadn't really paid attention to it, man, because I told you, man, I'm different when it comes to recruiting, man. Like, there's so many kids that can jump ship so quick until they sign that dotted line. That's when I started talking about it. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong now. I am excited about what we're doing in recruiting because we haven't had this much buzz in recruiting in a long time. And
Yep.
and, and we're due time. I mean, it's that time for us to get back to recruiting. And then I said it, man. We're gonna need three recruiting classes to be back on point. This is the third one that he's gonna have, and that's when I think we really will be competing for the SEC again.
Well, this is what I hope that doesn't happen. I hope our fan base don't get so excited about these recruits we've been getting this last week because we have been killing it on the recruiting trail. I hope we don't get too excited and we set these expectations up there where they think we got to win 11 ball games this next year and we only win 9, which we're about that's my max that I think we'll win this year. And then we'll be all down on Jeremy Pruitt if we don't win 11 ball games with all these players. It takes time. Takes time. Hey, you might be a 5-star in high school, but when you get to college, you might realize, hey, I'm really a 3-star
Well,
because
yeah.
you might not have been going up against some of them boys down in Florida and Texas and South
Mm-hmm.
Georgia up there in Baltimore. And you
Mo.
look like a 5-star up there, but you look like a 3-star down in Belgrade, Florida.
Hey, and I've seen it many times, buddy. Many times where they come in thinking that they are 5 stars and they get hit in the mouth by a walk on
Mm-hmm.
and be like, whoa, hold on now.
Who was it that Sean said that you really roughed up in Lover's Lane from Kentucky? Called him
He-
Crib.
yeah, he's talking about Chester Ford, man.
Oh, Chester Ford.
Yeah, see, Ford was a beast, man. He was a monster at fullback, man. I mean, but Chester was so strong, man. Being a freshman and you going up against a senior, and everybody, you see him lifting all these weights, and you don't expect to, beat him. You're thinking about like almost like high school, man. True, he a senior, man. He gonna rough me up, and me, I'm just not learning how to play this position, bro.
Hey, is C Ford, is that who Fred White said when we did that uncensored interview last year that said that
Mm-hmm. C4.
Shane Burton put a Nike print in C Ford's chest?
That's
When he
C4.
said don't walk across this thing and Shane Burton hit him.
Mm-hmm. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, but Shane, you didn't mess with Shane Burton.
Shane was a big dude, man.
He
Shane was
was
a
a he was
huge.
he was a monster.
Yes, he was, man.
Where did he play in the NFL? Was it the Giants?
I think it was the Dolphins.
Dolphins?
I
Okay.
think that's who he got drafted by the Dolphins. I remember that. Yep, it was the Dolphins.
Well, we got NASCAR Vol over here. It says 9-3 is the exception for next year. That's what I got us at. I mean, I'll probably end up saying we're going 15-0, before the season because that's just what Catfish does. But Bobby C thinks 9-3 is our would be a great year for us.
No, it won't.
I think I'm telling you,
No, not accepted.
you don't think our fan base would be happy with 9-3 regular season, not including the bowl game, regular season.
Bobby, our fan base wasn't happy with 11 wins from us.
Yeah, but we've been through a lot this last two
Ah,
years.
that's no excuse. I don't give nobody no excuses. Excuses are just like buttholes. Everybody got one. I don't care about that. And I'm telling you like this 10 is the minimum amount of games we got to win. Because that's what we should have had last year.
All right, who's our two losses then?
I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I haven't even looked at the schedule, but I don't care who it is. But I see 10. We got to have 10 wins.
All right, we got Oklahoma. We got our regulars, Alabama, Georgia, and Florida, and South Carolina. Those are going to be our five that give us a fit. And you saying we only losing two of those?
Mm-hmm. Bobby, here I'm gonna give you something that I've always
You
and I
know what? I
have
think you're right.
and
I
it's
think you're
because
right. By God, we're going to win 10. The heck with 10. We're winning 11 ball games.
because
We're going to stub our toe against Alabama. We're beating Georgia. I hate to say it over here, Killamine, and all my Georgia fans over here, but we're beating Georgia this year. I got a feeling. Catfish has got a feeling.
well here hold on. Jose David said, "Gotta crawl before you walk." But what damn it, we've been crawling too dang on long. So ain't no such thing as crawling no more. I mean, it is time for big boy football now. Ain't no such thing now. We got seniors now. We got leader. We got people that got to get it done. Now there's no excuses now. And after this season, there's most definitely no excuses. I don't want to hear that he ain't got his recruits, he ain't got his players, he ain't got his system. He got it. The problem that I want to have is how do we keep our coaches? Because players won't be an
Well,
issue now. That's
I
going
tell
to be the
you,
issue.
my problem. Here's my problem. My problem is who we going to have on defense. I think our offense is going to surprise a lot of
No,
people
no, no,
around
no,
the
no, no, no.
country.
It's going to be the opposite way around, Bobby. Everybody
For
is
real.
look. I don't know what the heck everybody is expecting our offense to all of a sudden become juggernauts because we have 5-star offensive linemen. That ain't nothing. That ain't got nothing to do with it. These guys ain't never played together. They don't know what they got to have. The problem that we got to have is our coaches got to have some hope in these players and give them let that leash go. The defense is going to be fine, Bob. I am not worried about the defense. Defense is going to be we're going to be something to be reckoned with this year on defense. You going to that's who's going to carry us this year. If our
I
offense can
hope you're right.
do what they did with the running game, we're gonna have a field day, man, because the passing is not gonna be a lot easier this year than what we've seen in the past. We're gonna finally have a perfect opportunity for the quarterbacks to step up this year, Bobby. This is the first year these kids have ever had the same offensive coordinator, the same quarterback coach. Now these coaches know who they are coaching now. They know what these kids' weaknesses are, they know what their strengths are. It takes time.
All right. I want you to change my mind. And if you agree with me, say I can't change your mind.
Go.
Harrison Bailey, red shirts.
Who?
Harrison Bailey will red shirt this year.
He got to.
So, all right.
He
Here we
got to.
go. Stroud or Maurer? Who transfers?
Neither one of them.
That's going to put one. What about that kid they're talking about coming in? We got 5 or 6 quarterbacks.
Bobby,
Somebody's got to go.
that's part of competing, man.
Yeah, but
You know,
you're wasting scholarships. We need some scholarships on them trenches now in the on the defense.
that's part of it, man. You gotta have those. You gotta have those horses, man. You gotta have him. I mean, and see, that's the problem with today in the football world now. They automatically is they don't want to compete no more. They automatically say, "Hey, I gotta play. I gotta play." It's not automatically correct, guys. I mean, these kids, these coaches, the NFL, these scouts, they know what's over there. They know what kind of players, what quarterbacks you have, the backups and stuff. Because hell, go look at what who was the kid that we have that's who is it what's the quarterback that Buffalo got that no one gave a chance when he was at Tennessee was Peterman.
Peterman. Mm-hmm. Oh,
Uh,
he was awful. How did he make it to the NFL?
because no one knew who he was.
Well, that was our coaches. That's
No
what you're
one knew who
saying.
he was, but he was on the he was a good quarterback. I mean, people say he wasn't good. Well, he's good enough to play in the NFL. These scouts see that, but these kids don't like to compete anymore. Like for instance, here there are so many. Like for instance, we had quarterbacks when I played that could have went to any other school and started. And I know everybody gonna say, well, hey, the way these are different now. It is not different at all. They're either good or they're not good. They either can play or can't play.
Wasn't
There's
Copeland a quarterback?
Jermaine Copeland was a
Before,
quarterback.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Before he went to wide
No,
receiver.
they gave him that story. We got to have our best 11 on the field. And I'm telling you, if I say this, Jermaine Copeland had the best hands of any receiver we ever had.
Hmm.
He'll catch it. I don't care what you throw to him, it will get caught.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't care how hard you throw it, he will catch it. Go look at some of those passes Peyton used to throw. How the heck he catch that?
Oh yeah, and he'd get his feet down too. Oh, he had hands. He had some hands.
Like right now, me the worst time for any of these kids to think about transferring. I understand that they want to play, but gotta wait till your turn. I mean, we gotta get back in that position where we got all these guys, in a sense, waiting till their turn. I
Yeah.
mean, we got to get it to where we have a senior and we got three other quarterbacks waiting to take that spot next year.
So you still on the JG bandwagon's gonna
Man, I
start the
said
season?
that is an automatic pick, Bobby. There's no way. Now, if you can change my mind, so be it. But there's no way I can see anybody else getting the start over him right now, especially with the situations that we're in right now. Let's see.
Hmm.
Scott Calhoun said, which were better, Copeland or Kent? Now, hands, Copeland. Speed, receiver, overall, I would say Kent. I mean, Jermaine he was a hybrid, man. He was an athlete. It's hard to pick between those two, man. It was good. I mean, the stats don't show it, but Jermaine was a good receiver, man.
Hmm. Oh yeah, Jermaine was a good receiver. And McCleskey, remember him?
No, JJ was a monster too, man.
Mm-hmm.
JJ was a ooh. That man, I mean, watching, ooh, man. Let's see here, because like for instance, like so many people are just like Bobby. You're still hard on JG because of the consistency part. The consistency part,
I'm hold
inconsistency
up,
is coaching.
hold up.
You got
No,
to
no,
put these kids in the right situation.
hold up.
What do you
I'm
think?
with you. I'm
Because
with you on that. I'm with you. If the JG that played the last 3 or 4 games of the season gets better over the summer, which that's going to be hard to do with this COVID-19 thing. It depends on how much time he gets with the coaches. But if that JG shows up for practice before the season, I think you're right. I think he could start. But if the JG that fumbled against Alabama and didn't play very well in the first half of the season. Shows up, he regresses. I don't know.
Here, I'm gonna tell you like this here.
I like the kid. I like JG. I
Well,
want to be the next Joe Burrow.
and it's
Remember how
possible. It's
they
possible.
wanted to run Joe Burrow out of town the year before last. I saw it. I've got screenshots of LSU fans wanting Joe Burrow out of town the year before last, and look what he did last year. He got with the right coach, Joe Brady, and turned him around. It's up between the ears.
Well, I mean, if the coaches are not doing what they're supposed to do with the kids, it's not gonna work. If everybody, if you got kids and so-called going rogue, that means the coaches are not doing their jobs.
That's true. You
So,
got me there. You
so,
got me there.
so if he went rogue, why did they put him back in the game the rest of the
Do
season?
we really know that he went rogue, or is that just everybody coming together as a consensus and said he went rogue? Do we even know he went rogue?
I'm gonna go out on that. What the hell is rogue on a football field when you one? So when you go rogue, one play.
Yeah.
Rogue is an uncontrollable animal that you cannot contain that easy.
Yep. Harold Denton over here on YouTube says, didn't Cedric Wilson come in as a QB from the Memphis area?
Ooh, man,
Forgot
that's
about
a
that.
whew, hey, the little big man. When I say yes, he was, man. That was a another hybrid, man. He was something special, man. That kid there,
Yep.
man. Ooh, I mean, he was a heck of a basketball player too.
How tall was he? He was what, six
Say,
foot, 6'1"?
no, he wasn't nowhere near that tall.
I thought he was.
No, say it was probably what 5'9",
Really?
5'9", 5'10". He wasn't that
Well,
big.
he balled in the NFL for a while.
Oh yeah, he was. I mean, he was the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was good, man. He was a good one, dude. I mean, whew, that was a
NASCAR Vol says Stroud is better than Maurer. I don't know. I think you flip a coin on that. I think it just depends. I think a lot of it had to do with confidence, and I think that has a lot to do with it.
it does,
Once the
man.
dam broke, it the wheels fell off. But
Yeah,
to be able to bring that thing back like we did after those two monumental losses says a lot about the coaching staff, and it says a lot about our quarterbacks.
yeah, they did a good job. I'm just glad they stuck with the plan. Like I want them to be more consistent as coaches too, because there was a lot of inconsistency all year long. Like there's no way that you tell me this Eric Gray kid wasn't on this team at the beginning of the season because he was non-existent.
Yeah,
I didn't. I mean, because that kid that we saw at the end of the year,
he was a beast.
oh my God, where was this?
He was a beast.
And that to me, that's coaching. You're supposed to have your best 11 on the field.
And Antron said, I think it was Antron. It might have been Fred White said on the show. He said the first 4 yards. Might no, it was Gerald Riggs. The
That's Riggs. That's Riggs.
first 4 yards is your offensive line. The next four is the running backs, and we were getting tackled the first contact, the first 8 ball games,
He was getting tackled on the first person that touched him. He going down.
going down,
And you
going
saw
down.
a big difference from Mr. Gray.
Yep.
Like Chandler and Jordan, I'm sorry. No, they got to be backups.
Yeah.
Hands down, Gray has to be the starter, or they both definitely basically they saying that Jordan and Chandler are better than him in some way, but after seeing what he did in the end of the year, no way. Let's see here. Somebody says Flint Williams says Cedric is listed as 6'2". No, that's the wrong Cedric you're looking at.
Yeah.
That's his son right there that you're looking
That's
at.
his son.
His
He played.
son. Yes,
His
it's
well, didn't his son play for Boise State or
yes,
somewhere out
yes.
west?
He played for Boise State, and I think he's in NFL right now. I'm not
I
sure
think
what
he's at
team.
the Cowboys, ain't he?
I'm not sure. I forgot who it was, but I know he's in NFL somewhere.
Let's go back to that consistency thing. That reminds me of when we had the great VFL kicker, one of the greatest kickers in UT history, Jeff Hall, on the show. Great interview. He told us that Philip Fulmer had him in seeing a psychologist since he stepped foot on campus. Was it just kickers that he had do the psychologist to help him out, or the psychiatrist, or whoever it is? Or do
Well,
you think he had quarterbacks seeing a strength?
I think he did. I mean, it was mental thing for some people, and these coaches they knew that. So some people was different. I mean, I think if they would have gave me a psychologist or something like that, they'd have been wasting their time because I'd have been
Well,
laughing
I
them the
could
whole
see a
time.
kicker. I could see a kicker and a quarterback needing a, what do they call them. They have like a special sports psychologist.
Mhm.
I've heard of them.
Mhm.
I could see those two positions needing it. I've heard of pitchers needing it. Golfers, they use sports psychologists. I wonder what they do.
Yeah, I mean, only thing I ever had that was like special would be like somebody stretching me or like massaging and stuff like that. That's the only special stuff I ever had. Like I never had to do it to a psychologist or anything like that to get my mind right or anything. Like I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm different. Like I don't believe in certain things, and I don't know. I guess I grew up differently, thinking like I don't know. It's hard to explain, man, without pissing somebody off saying what I want to say.
Say it. Say it.
I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Oh, anybody in the chat over there?
Let's see here. So Scott Cohen, he said, when I first saw our schedule, I thought 8-4 with losses to Bama, Georgia, Florida, Oklahoma. After our recent recruiting, including O line, I'm leaning toward 9-3, providing we play a full season. Thoughts? I mean, that's feasible. I think that can work, but I'm still 10 has to be the bar. And the reason I say that is coach gonna have to use a little reverse psychology with the kids and let them know that they had 10 games last year. And if he do that, I think the kids will buy into it and understand where the bar is set. Because if you set the bar low for this class right now, some of these kids will believe in that, and my coaches did a reverse psychology with us in '98, basically telling us that we was an 8-4 team as well. And of course, when he did that,
Big
you saw
Al
what happened.
tore the locker room up.
He pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they pissed everybody off with that. So, if that helps them do it, yeah, so be it. But I don't think that will work with how the kids are today.
Well, as a fan, I remember that year. I thought that's what I was thinking as a fan, and I never heard that Fulmer said that. But what I didn't realize is how many dogs was in that 95 class. If I'd have known how many dogs, I mean, show enough dogs in that class, like Al Wilson, Leonard Little, I would have put it up a little higher. But
Well,
that was destiny. That was destiny.
no,
A lot. We could have lost 3 games just as easily as we went undefeated.
most definitely, Bobby, and see, and that's why I'm different when it comes to when people start thinking about what we had last year, what the team's gonna be about this year. Well, I don't know what the team's gonna be like this year, but I know this team is gonna be a totally different team. You talking about we saw a lot of things that changed over the course of the year last season with that team. We saw the pass rush get built. We saw them getting to the quarterback. We saw them making tackles for the loss. We saw these kids competing. We saw them not quitting and taking a butt whipping. We saw them never quit. We saw them come back and beat Indiana. We saw them not giving up. And that's all it takes to compete is don't ever quit. Keep on coming. And that's what we saw. And I know that is going to be a continuation of that. And even better this coming season because when you get to a point where that is stuck in your head, that's how you're supposed to compete. There's nothing else can be done but compete. And you'll see that when it's coming up this year.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what gets me hyped, and when I start thinking about my 8-4, 9-3 prediction, when we went down the complex, when we seen Coach Fulmer in his office and went into the practice meetings, the coaches meetings, and we saw your boy Jay Graham, I think he's going to do wonders for them boys. I think all three of them boys are. I think Jake can. He's a good coach.
He is, man. I mean, they have a whole bunch of good coaches over there, Bobby. They have the coaches that I always talk about, man. It's hard to not be good or understand good coaching when you have what I call a player's coach, man. And they have quite a few of those over there. I mean, I can't even think of one of those coaches right now that is not a player's coach because Coach Pruitt knows what type of guys it takes to recruit a certain type of kid. And then,
Yeah.
as you see what type of kids they're getting right now, because everybody can't believe that we're getting these kind of recruits. But I had no doubt in my mind that this was going to happen because of the coaching staff that these guys have. These coaches are used to getting the best players. These coaches knows how to talk to these kids and relate to these kids to make them understand what type of plan we have for you. And if they're doing what I think they're doing, that's why they're getting these recruits.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you somebody else who I was impressed with, and we got to meet with him and talk with him for about 10 or 15 minutes about the old days of Mississippi high school football. That was Will. Was it Will Friend?
Yes.
Oh man, you could tell he's just a good old country boy. We were
Mm-hmm.
talking, me and Billy were talking to him about when he was driving back on the Arkansas game. He played at Alabama, didn't he?
Yes.
But he played at high school over there near where you were from. Where did
Mm-hmm.
he? Where was he at? Talking about
Yeah.
y'all played each other in the high school state championship.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Hey, Will was a good. He was a
You
good.
could tell. You could tell he could connect with people. He had a great personality when we
Mm-hmm.
talked to him.
And that's what it takes, Bobby. That's what it takes, man. I mean, it's not easy to get kids to come to your school when they're used to being, let's say from Louisiana. These kids want to go to LSU. It's hard to get a kid to come from Louisiana right now to come to Tennessee. It's hard to get a
Hmm.
kid to come from Alabama to come to Tennessee. It's hard because when you got kids that are jumping ship leaving Alabama now, got kids that jumping ship leaving Louisiana that's coming to Tennessee, that's when the game has changed now. We got coaches that knows what it takes to get these kids to come in. That's what we had when I was coming out, man. Heck, I didn't know nothing about no Tennessee, but Coach Sander came to my house and crossed that lead and told my mom what he was gonna do for me and how it was gonna work, and guess where I ended up at? Tennessee. You
Do
think
you?
you think Brian Darden left Mississippi to come to Tennessee because of that? No, man. Coach Sander was a monster at recruiting, man. I mean, it's all about the coaches, the personality, how they talk to you, your mom, your dad. If they can gel with you, oh man, it makes it so much easier, man.
So Randy Sanders recruited Darden.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Did you notice when we were talking to Will Friend and when y'all were talking about your high school days and so you brought up Brian Darden? Did you see his eyes get big? Like, yeah, he was
Hey,
he was a ball player there.
he remember all that, man. I mean, I'm telling you, man, you bring Brian Doyle name up anywhere in Mississippi. I promise you, somebody remembers Brian Doyle. I guarantee you.
I know somebody else that remembers Brian Darden,
Who's that?
Tyrone Hines.
Hey, them LBs, hey, man. They used to put it on my boy, man. My boy, he was before his time, man. If Brian Darden was in today's game, he would crush it. He would crush it, Bobby.
did I send you that thing that the greatest Mississippi players of all time, high school players, and he was like number 6 on that list all time.
And I'm telling you, that was low. I'm telling you. And the only reason he was that low is because some of the guys that was above him was probably went to the NFL.
Oh, they did.
And
They
that's how,
did.
and that's how they choose it, though. And that's most of those guys on there. They play ball in the NFL because I guarantee they ain't gonna tease you. You go ask them about who was one of the best LBs to come from Mississippi. I guarantee you they'd tell you Billy Ratliff.
Oh yeah.
But my
Yep.
name ain't nowhere on that list because I didn't go to the NFL.
How many years did Brian? Was he just 1 year at Tennessee or
Brian,
two?
I'm trying to remember. I forgot. But no, Brian was there for at least 2 years. I do remember that because '95, and then he left right at the beginning of the '98 season.
I was watching a replay of a game. It might have been was it the '97? I don't. I was watching it. He had a few carries. I've seen
No, I
him.
mean I know he
Have,
played '97 because I think it was
yeah.
right at the beginning of the '98. Like when we were getting ready for '98 season, I think is when he left. Now here, I'm gonna tell you, put it like this here. I'll tell you someone that that runs exactly like Brian ran back in Alvin Kamara, spitting image of him.
Wow.
That was
That's a
Brian Darden.
compliment.
That was Brian Darden right there. Alvin Kamara.
I tell you what Butch Jones did with Alvin Kamara is medical malpractice, coaching malpractice.
Hey, there's a lot of stuff you can think about. Hey, heck, I mean, sure. You see why the kid Hurd left? Everybody
Yeah.
mad at Hurd because he left. Sure, he did it. I would have left too.
Mm.
If you guys only knew the Bush Jones that was treating those kids the way they was treated, you understand why the kid left. Everybody said that the man quit on the team. He didn't quit on the team. He did what was right for himself, and he did the right thing.
They need to. I tell you what. They need to bring out some of the stuff that we've heard. You told me, and you've heard straight from players. They need to bring that out.
It's coming.
And he'll never coach in college football ever again.
It's coming, Bobby. It's coming. Somebody gonna spill the beans.
I'm not going to say it because
It
I
ain't.
didn't witness it, but if what it's true, he'll never coach again.
It's coming out eventually, Bobby. Somebody write a book about it.
You know. Well, we've been on here a long time, boy. The chat over here on YouTube is firing up. NASCAR Vol said Evans would be nice. Can't too many dynamic running backs. That's right. We got another great running back on the recruiting trail. Let's see. Harold Ditton said, "Man, it's a damn shame that Lamarcus Coker couldn't stay out of trouble. That kid was super fast."
Man,
Yeah, it
yes.
was.
Oh man, I wasn't. Oh gosh, man, we have a whole bunch of running backs that was great with Tennessee, man. Some of them didn't get opportunities, or some of them didn't do right by it, stay out of trouble. There was so many different situations, man. So many situations, man. Well, guys, I do want to say something before I get off here. I want to make sure I say Happy Mother's Day to all the great mothers out there.
Mm-hmm.
Since we won't be on tomorrow, I wish I can get each and every one of you guys a rose, a flower, or I'll give you some of this famous food that I normally cook. Put a smile on your face. I love each and every last one of you guys. Happy Mother's Day to you all
Billy
of
can
you.
cook. Billy can cook. I'm a witness. He can cook.
Hey, don't believe him, guys. I normally just go pick up something and put it in a pot and let everybody think I cooked it.
Mm-mm. Your pork chops, they're off the hook. You make some pork chops. Anyway, yeah, let's wish everybody a happy Mother's Day and let's get out of here. Y'all know what's coming next. Thanks for tuning in. Go Vols. I tell you what, you give Catfish a smoker and a couple slabs of ribs, he could outcook anybody on ribs. I promise you that.
Don't believe the hype.
Believe that.
Oh man,